Nope. Oh, yeah, there we go. Advert for Amazon Prime. Cool. Already got it. Anyway, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Not TFC with me, Sid, and I'm not sure who's in the room, so hello to you if you are in the room. If you're not in the room, well, hello anyway. And on the last episode, we did a whole load of work, kind of thinking about how we were going to do exterior farm areas and what we were going to do with those. So over this way, past the old quarry here, and into obviously the bulk storage for all of our quarried materials, we have got. Oh, you've grown since we did it. We've got the first of our fields, and what we have done. Hi Potter, how's it going? What we've done is this is a chiselled block over and above the usual. I'm just going to actually have a look. How am I for? If I were, that's not going to work very well. No, let me just let me jump into here and get rid of that for a second, and then maybe, oh man, too much stuff. Now, one thing I'm unsure about, and I think actually in hindsight I am going to do this around the edge of the around the edge of the thing. Animania mobs will try and eat crops, and consequently, you know, we don't want them to eat the crops, so we probably should need to keep these walled in pretty much solid, and we should be okay. Let me just do this. I just want to free up some inventory, a few inventory spots, just to make this work for us. And yeah, get this going. That shouldn't take too long. It's always nice when you get your machine back when you've been missing it all this time. Let me just pick that up, and we shall grab some of this. This is going to be awkward. I'm still suffering with inventory glut, and I don't really want you. Go away. Right, and that should, let me get the backpack open. If I get that in my inventory, we should be good to go in and just take a little bit of that out and put some light source down here. Right, let me jump in there, get rid of that. Back over there, get rid of those. Borrow that as a temporary thing, and we shall place you back in, or the world shall be good and happy. But then it occurred to me that what would be really nice is if we could get a oak tree growing maybe right in the middle of this, and maybe make him a little bit taller than he needs to be. Now that is thing, so we should be okay to do that, and then try a bit of that action, and then throw a bit of that action on it. Hi Birch. Enter the late 20s. Oh, God, they seem like such a long time ago. I ended, unfortunately for me, I entered the oops, bye bye. There we go. I think that works. We can throw a bit of you down there, and that won't work obviously, but we can do that, and I brought some of that. Yeah, next year I enter my 2 olds. I'm not even going to say, but you know, because no doubt I'll get somebody pop on and go, "Yeah, too old, play Minecraft," and it's like, yeah, right, whatever. So has everybody had a good weekend and week, should I say? Let's It's been a week since we last streamed. Right, we need to get this field full of wheat so we can be moving on with that. So let's just do a bit of this, shall we? Come on, give me more seeds. Wow, you are really tight with them seeds, aren't you? Yeah, I've had an interesting weekend. I think would be. I'm going to let these grow naturally. I think I'm not going to waste bone meal getting all these seeds up. They should grow reasonably quickly. Right, first field in. Why should it? I mean, it is one of those statements where you get people and they go, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. That's something that young people do, you know." And it's like, at what point did people feel we'd asked them for their opinion, but also they felt like there was some kind of, I don't know, guardian of what a certain age group should do. It's just it's bizarre. Okay, we'll bring you up there like that, and then we'll bring this round here. It's the new TFC is more like I think it was Thorncraft 2. Each chunk has its own Vis and its own aura, and that aura will actually, you know what, I should keep that out so it can repair itself while I'm doing this. Yeah, each chunk has its aura and they kind of drain into each other, so it's not the same. We definitely haven't got new aura nodes, so there'll be none of this hungry node farming like you had your little nostalgic moment. I saw the comment. I haven't replied to the comment yet, but I saw it. Okay, let's get all of this lot out and we can move on. So yeah, it's a different beast entirely in that respect. And quite a few of the things that we've taken for granted as working a certain way now, well, don't, for want of a better word. For example, yeah, gaming is a thing. What was I going to say? The boots of the traveller now don't work the way that you might think they did. I need to go and grab some more barrels or something. They use Vis to power them, so you have to charge them up before you can use them. Let me get rid of that and that and that for the time being. What should we put in this field? But I mean, I've been thoroughly enjoying. I'm playing the new Mech Warrior game, and I have to say I am really enjoying it. It's fun. Right, how do I make these again? Barrels. Yeah, okay. We need to go and grab some of them then, don't we? First things first, let me grab some water. We regularly used to go out and we'd play all sorts of games. I mean, we used to go around to my mate's. My old mate Igor was his not his given name. Before anybody goes, what kind of cruel person gives someone the name like Igor? His actual name was Mark, but we called him Igor because he was 6'9". He was a big fella, and obviously had some comedic value out of that. Right, let me get you in there and go over there. Now if I take this, it should give me an idea of I can now go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will come and that will go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got that area here covered. So yeah, we would play a great many different games of varying things. Leaks grow, presumably leaks. Oh, if you hear little cash point sounds, that's because I've been I have an auction that ended today. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will come 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that will come all the way to there and would go that way if that was the case. Right, what are we doing? Can I get... No, still not quite gonna get away with that. So if I were to come in under here and drop down a block, source block, the possibilities for hiding water, 1, 2, 3, 4, are endless, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by putting it in there, we can actually get ourselves right over to here, which is not bad at all. 1, 2, 3, and to there. And similarly, if I were to do another one over here, hi Wabbit, we can. We're out of juice there. I need to go and get some more barrels and things anyway. I'm going to just pop a few bits and pieces of. I'll just pop these out of the way. I'm still constantly thinking the issue is Thorncraft is not ready for packs, and it's not being helped by the fact that everybody's building packs with Thorncraft in it. So even the new Forgecraft server has got the new Thorncraft in it, and it is not ready. It is buggy as hell, and the world-breaking bugs. The you know, the notes on the website for Mage for Thorncraft basically talk about, you know, don't play any pack. You know, don't expect your worlds to be compatible if you upgrade. It's that buggy. So for me, that's a real no-no. Dirt can go in there. That's fine. We don't really need that either now. Yeah, it's I mean, I want to do something with the server. I'd like to get the server up and being used, even if I wasn't even if it's not being used for recording, just so you know, you guys have got something to have a play around on, should you wish. Right, that can I make some barrels here? What would we need for those? Barrel. Don't know why. What? I'm trying to think why I wanted a barrel now. And it's gone. But yeah, I think it's a shame that it's not more stable. But it's a shame that everybody's gone, oh, you know, everybody has quite literally just gone, oh, Thorncraft's out, bang, let's jump on it. And I honestly do think it's going to, let me get some more of those, we'll have that. It is going to, of course, come back and bite people. Can I grab a little bit of iron, and we'll go and repair that matter. You know what, I could probably, what have we got going on in here? Iron and gold, and there's some manual in there. Enigmatica 2 Expert. I've never even heard of it. Oh, pardon me. Trust you to find something that I've never heard of. Right, there you go. Put that back in there. But, you know, I appreciate that everybody's been really anxious for Thorncraft to come back, and but I have to say, there's no point building a pack on something that's not ready. I mean, it'd be like, it would be like putting your hands in the well, no, it's not quite the same, but taking experimental drugs, you know, that haven't been tested. You know, there's a reason why they don't like people using them, and you know, that's gonna come back and bite you. Okay, I'm gonna stick a barrel here just by a wall, and then that means we can just dump off some of this stuff while we're running around, and because they don't look out of place in there. Oh god, IC2. As long as is it IC2 or GregTech? Because you know, that makes a big difference. Right, I need some more water. Splash, 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 splash. That should do us, and we'll get this hydrating nicely as best we can, right there. And then we should be good to go 2, 3, but it won't do that. Okay, but it will get those two. So we still need to put a block of water here. And that'll allow us to get to there. We need to do something with this. Now if I were to, let me try some Fullcraft. Yeah, I don't really want to go back to 1710 either. I'm nostalgic, but I'm not that nostalgic. I do like, I mean, one of the problems I think we have now with mods is that we're in this place of limbo with things. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's not a 3, 4. That's not going to work to there. So we still got to get that one covered. Or do we? We could always just leave it and just let it go to weed. We don't have to have this be a perfect thing. But yeah. Anyway, right, where are we? Let's go and try and get a. So if I go from 1, 2, 3, 4, go 1, 2, 3. I think we need to go here. We'll get this things. Going to be hearing a lot of ka-chings, I'm afraid, from my pocket. 2, 3, 4. That will get us all of this covered. However, we do need to do something about the block. Now here's a thought. Rather than faffing around with that over here, let's go about here. Right, I need a bum. I need a bit of you. And what happened to the bones? Did I put the bones down somewhere? No. Bones. Give me some bone meal. And that should do us. So yeah, there's lots of ways to hide blocks, and I'm very tempted to put some steps into these so we don't have the, maybe here even, just this one. Could do that. So we'll pop this down here. We'll bone meal it just up like that. We'll have a normal tree, and I'm out of water, so I better go and grab some. Yeah, I just wish they'd pull the finger out, to be honest. As I said, I've been on record at the level of Patreon support that Thorncraft gets, and you know, I don't begrudge anybody to get Patreon support, but I think if you're getting Patreon support, it should be a higher. Oops, let me just dig you up and put these in. I'm going to need more of this stuff before the day's out, I know. Right, let me get that. Bit of that. And we shall just... Oops. Oh, right, yeah. Of course. If I'm going to do that, I need to do that. Just cover this lot up. And then we should be good to get some of this in, and if I do this right, let me take a sliver off the top, and then that kind of works. Yeah, it's annoying because I know that these packs could and can and will be brilliant when we get there. The problem is that there is every danger that we will not get there, that we will get to a point where, how do I put it, that everything is ready and 1.13 comes along and everybody suddenly stops development on 1.112 and it moves to 1.3 before everything's ready. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Right, let me get a little bit of that action going for some of that. Oops. Bit there. And one of them, oh, that's not what I wanted, that there. What should we stick in here? I don't know what to, whoop. Did I just manage to take a drink out of that log somehow. Yeah, it's problematic. I don't know what the answer is. Wish I did. We'll go with potatoes in there and see what we can get in this fit. Well, obviously it'll not be full to start off with, but we can get the potatoes in. I've probably got enough potatoes in the system to do something with that, but yeah, let's have a look. How are we looking now? Still feels bare. Feels like it needs more of something. Don't know what. Obviously we can continue on round, so that's not a problem. We've got plenty of wall, so that's also not a problem. And we can bring this over this way. We can obviously come around from this maybe like that. And just bring ourselves up here. Oops, not quite that. That gives us another field, and yeah. So I'm constantly looking at the pack, and I keep on going. I'm always fertling around on on the Curse Forge just to see what options there are. and it's not always, you know, as straightforward as, oh, there's a pack, there's a mod, let's go for it kind of thing. You know, you do have to kind of engage grey matter before you just go in automatically and bottom meat and go mad on it, go ham on it if you like. Let me stick a few of these down. Let me get some light level indicator going. Not that I'm too worried about the light levels of this area, but I just think they look nice when they're nicely lit. That needs something doing with it. That one's going to be awkward, actually. Yeah, shouldn't be too awkward. Come on, let me sleep. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what the answer is either. I'm not entirely sure what the question was now. It's completely gone. Right, so if I come in here and get the old glowstone block out, and basically do the same old trick. And then we need to get a bit of grass. And we can stick a bit of wall down here. And oops. So that's that bit solved. And then this one's even easier. This is just the same old trick with and pop you away, get you out. Oh, hang on. Get rid of that. And then do the old. And then place that back on there. Nicely lit up. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I may just go and put something on there just for the time being. What it would be, I don't know. I may go with something like Sevtech or something. I know with Sevtech's very overdone, but at the same time, it's actually good. For want of a better description, it's good. Okay, we'll put a bit of this here, one of them there. There, maybe one there. We can always bone meal around the area. Get this kind of grown up. The only thing I find, the only issue I find with the Sevtech is that it's a little bit hooked into certain mods which maybe I wouldn't have. Well, they're certainly hooked into exploration a little, which is not a bad thing, but it can be, but certainly from a server point of view, it can be a bit of a drain. Let me get you down and put that there. How are we doing? Let's have a look. Getting there. Got a bit over here. Well, if I don't play it, the problem for me is if I don't play it as a recording series, I don't get to actually play it much at all. So if it takes a lot of effort or time, then I probably won't get a chance to play it, period, which is thing. But if everybody else wanted that, then I would be quite happy to stick it on the server for a short while. And that needs solving. Oops. Right, can I? No, I'm going to have to place a block, aren't I? There we go, that's better. How are you doing in there? Potatoes? Not very much, that's a problem. Okay, let me get this sorted. TFC would work. The only issue I have with TFC for server is the seasons get broken, which is why I've never done a server playthrough on TFC, because you really want to be able to you know, sign off and come back on and it still be the same season that you signed off on. You don't want to sign off with a whole load of crops in and sign back on and find out they're all dead because it's now winter. Okay, what's that one I've got? Yeah, can get away with that, I suppose. Just get these lit up. It's a lot easier to light up as you go, because otherwise you end up having to come back and do a whole load of work lighting areas up properly. Right, let me get you, and we'll get those, and we'll just put that lot away. We'll get a little bit of this going around the place as well. One of them over there, and then we'll get a little bit of this going around the place. No, but not next to walls. Right, we need potatoes, don't we? Tough as nails is an awkward one, because if you have the seasons turned on and you have the crop side of things turned on, then you have the same problem, that you can sign off and then sign back on. Poorly on the actual server. We've had the seasons were set to be quite long. I think it was about 20 days per season, but even then you can end up with very long levels of winter, which, you know, this is not on the server, of course, so it's not a problem. I'm playing single player, so the seasons only advance when I'm actually on the server, when I'm playing. Right, where am I? I'll get rid of you. Keep hold of you. Have we got any spuds here then? Potato. Oh, we have got a whole load. Got any seeds? I don't think we have. I think I picked them all up. Got barley. We can definitely do that one. I can get more. And as you can see, well, you know, as you saw last thing, I had to go and turn this off because it was actually killing the crops as they were growing, so that wasn't ideal. Right, I've got a few more seeds. We've got some more of that going. I'll just have a look upstairs, see what we've got in the way of spuds, and maybe we can get that field in. Yeah, seeds, there we go. Perfect. Because of course seeds can be at, which is an easy one to forget at times. We'll take let's just leave a few of those behind. The other thing is, if you're doing it, when you're doing this with Tough as Nails, is you do need to be aware of the seasons, because if you plant all your seeds and then, you know, it changes, suddenly everything dies and you're seedless, which is not ideal. Fortunately, they're long enough on here that we will actually get the chance to do it. getting nicely lit up around this. I mean, if you look at this, all of this is now lit. All the way over here, all the way over there, all the way around to there, and then you get in. So we're taming quite a lot of the wilderness around us here, which is a good thing. Let's just try and cap this off, shall we? There we go. That's a whole field in. Perfect number as well. Yeah, it's a good job I work in IT support, otherwise I might have fallen for that one. Right, we'll get spuds all over the shop. And get some up here as well. As they grow, we'll spread them further. But that's the spuddies done. Okay. And the sun goes down. Bang. Now, what else? Another field. Obviously it runs fairly close to the water's edge, so we should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, but not to 5, but not to there. Ah, damn you. And those are obviously too far away for me to. 1, 2, 3. That will get me to there, but not all the way over here. Let's give this a try. Let's see what we can work out over here, shall we? So if I go for this one here, then we should be okay to do that, and that can be, once it's grassed back up again, we can put some weeds on it. We can probably get away with a source here. And that will get us through from what here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that covers us to here. There's no point doing any of those. We're into the same old trickery again, I'm afraid. I think I'm going to go with a tree for this one. And we'll do something like a spruce. About here. Grow. Thank you. Oh crap. Maybe not a spruce, in fact, because spruce have got very low level foliage, haven't they? Maybe a spruce was a bad idea. Let's go with a Murray pine. And we'll come under here, take that, and that, place you down and get some of this stuff in, and that should, I think, give us another field. And that's going to be awkward though. How do we alight that? I suppose the obvious one is just to go and stick a lamp at the gate, isn't it? Or not, maybe over here. Perfect. Done. Next crop. You see, I would go with lettuce, which of course you're supposed to be able to sow just by sowing, but you can't in this version, so we'll change them to seeds. It's not a problem. And if I really not giving me much, is it? I've got loads of bones. That's not a big issue. Cool. One thing I don't want to do though is spend this entire episode or this entire stream making farms and fields. That might be a little bit much even for me. So we do need to do something else as well while we're at it, and that needs to be not grass. Alright. So we need to take the path on this way. We also need to bring a path this way. And maybe put a field out this side. I mean, is there anything, any areas that people would like to see covered more that we've not really done much with? Obviously I have got some plans. Let me just in fact let me divest myself of the bulk of this, and I've got an idea, and it's a brilliant idea. It's an absolutely awesome idea, and it's going to be based on that over there, I think. Let's go and have a look. See what we've got going on up there for starters. Apart from, of course, my cataplant secret entrance. What else have we got going on? I'll turn that off. So the cataplants can go. We don't really need that. That's just always been a kind of a little secret workaround for me. The farms we can I can keep on expanding as we go. There's no big rush on those. But what any agricultural area needs, or would have, certainly in the vicinity, apart from that, put those away. Let's have a look. So if we come over here, have we got... No, it's not there. Okay, need to find the relevant skill, or build item somewhere in here. No. Windmill controller. I'm trying to remember how the windmill worked. It was... Let's have a look. This should tell us what we need to know if I put that into there. And we got the windmill blade is wool and sticks, and the controller is pretty straightforward as well. Trying to remember how it worked though. Yes, I remember the amount of wool, the absurd amount of wool we needed. Fortunately, we got an absurd amount of wool, and we know exactly where we can get even more wool. So that in itself is not a major problem. Let me get rid of you and put the carrot in there. So how big do we want to make a windmill? If I could find the... I think we used to... If I remember rightly, we did something like about an 11 by 11, didn't we? It was pretty huge. And I just think a windmill would look very, very nice on that hill. Just there, up from the farms. Doesn't actually even have to do anything. I know we can make it power the thing, but it doesn't have to even power anything. It can just be going round and round, you know. But how big to make the blades, and then also how do we want to... We got block crafter in this one? We have. So again, we could start off with a base. Let's think about this. Maybe have a sleep. And we'll try the old. We'll try figure this one out again. It's... See, I have memories of windmill images from my childhood, and they're very idealised images of the... I don't know. It's a controller with a square shape, and obviously you need to decide on what size you want it. Let me just check something here, because there was... Obviously we've been and looted this camp, and there's still a whole load of wool there, and it's not far away. And there was another camp over here which we haven't looted yet, which we could definitely go and loot, you know, just for giggles. You know, I've really not explored this way much at all, have I? Surprisingly. Or south. Or over here. Oh well, let's go and get some. Let's go get some cobble, and we'll start with the foundation. Get a few stacks of these. Do I want some wood? Probably. Let's go and do that as well while we're out. And we'll some ways it's a shame this is not more like immersive engineering, because we could actually make the windmill to do something like, you know, a grinder or whatever, but it doesn't work like that. The windmill provides the power for let me take a... Actually no, let's go with spruce. I think we'll stick with spruce. That's what I've got, so we'll take a little bit more of that. How are you doing? That's a good point, actually. I forgot I'd left this running. Wow, and wow. Yeah, okay. Better clean this up first. go and grab some more. I mean, I can obviously go around and grab all of these as well, but there's not a great deal of point. As you can see, there's quite enough of it. I was going to go with a mixed stone base and probably a wattle and daub top for its kind of a rustic feeling, but that's not based on any solid desire to do that. It's just, you know, my initial thoughts and plus what I've got. Let me get you going and we'll go and grab some more. Get these. And then start on this side. That's the only problem with this. The stick level is off the charts. Hi folks, hi Dara. Sorry, I'm just trying to read, and as Generic B has often said, I'm trying to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. It's interesting actually, I don't know whether anybody's noticed, but old Jenny B has been drawn back into Minecraft by Sevtech. He's streaming it. I don't think he's recording it, but you know, it brought him back. So what we got there? 3, 4, 5. Oh, jeez, lag. Not too bad. Almost there. So if I left that, I would be kicking myself. So I just think we need to empty these of sticks before we proceed. Wow, that was a big old tree, wasn't it? Right. Where are we? Let me get you. Let me just do these the old-fashioned way, like so, and then we'll get those over into Facine. Oh, hang on. More of that. More where that came from. And the Facine we shall pop in there with that. And I've got the spruce, didn't I? Actually, that's what I came for. I came for bloody wood and ended up doing an entire thing. I still need to put the additional logs in there as well. That's a thing that needs to be done, but it'll wait. There's no rush. Okay. Right, so if we were building a windmill and I was going to go with a central rounded tower, which would probably be a 5x5. Hang on. Wow, we've actually got our first crop of wheat over there. However, if we were going to do something up here and we were going to say take these down for starters, much as they have been useful and fun, so we're going to probably strip the top layer of this off and also this tree. Until we got it all, and then we'll take this down one level. For no particular reason, that I just think it wants to come down one. I don't even have a good reason why I think it wants to come down one. Just in my own mental image, this needs to be a bit shorter. And bye-bye. Goodbye. Ta-ra. See ya. Ta-ra. Bye. And goodbye. So what else? How's that? I was going to say I've not really spoken much about my week yet, have I? So I don't know. And for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you probably saw that it was my 6th wedding anniversary yesterday. Third marriage, 6th, but the 6th wedding anniversary. So 3rd time is the charm, as they say. And yeah, seems to be lasting this time. But the 6th wedding anniversary in British wedding anniversary custom is the candy wedding anniversary. I knew I was trying to get a word. I'm failing abysmally. So you can have those as well because I don't want them, and you can have those as well because I don't want them. So if we were just to sketch out a rough. So if we had a tower that went kind of like that, and then like this, and then like that, and then like that, and that was obviously the central point of the tower. Stop with the crap, please. And then you probably want a couple of a wideish walkway here. So 1, 2, so maybe, and 1, 2, maybe. To there. Up. Damn you, stop it. Keep on forgetting that I've got thingy. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, it was my 6th wedding anniversary yesterday, and in British custom, the 6th wedding anniversary is the candy wedding anniversary. So because it's very difficult to do anything, you know, wedding anniversary-ish with I have no idea what the 16th is off the top of my head. I can soon find out. The modern theme is silver hollowware. But you're the come on. The UK one is traditionalist wax. So yeah, you can get away with giving away candles. Nice cheap one. Okay. So if we start off here and then come back over this way, go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've actually done this slightly wrong, haven't I? Yeah, it varies. I know the US and the UK have slightly different traditions in their wedding anniversary giftage, and then of course, just for good measure, there's the wedding anniversary for people who are impatient. That's not right either, which is apparently the 6th wedding anniversary for people who are impatient and can't wait for the proper wedding anniversary to come around. The 6th is diamond, not the 40th, which is what you would normally traditionally see with a diamond wedding anniversary. It's the 6th. Now, call me old-fashioned, but that is just a cop-out for people who don't expect to reach 40. I'd like my diamond wedding anniversary, but I don't expect to reach 40 years. Right, there we go. One. So I think if we kind of go like that, steady. Yeah, well, there's a lot of... The thing is, if you think about it, the wedding anniversaries were gifted very early on. So, you know, you had your linen, paper, wood, all of the really simple ones. Silver as a slightly later one, silver 10th, I can't remember. So you had very simple ones early on, and then you had the more milestone-y ones, you know, the silver, gold, ruby, diamond anniversaries, which are like, you know, 40 years, 30 years, 20, that kind of thing. But then everybody went, well, we need them for everything in between, and so they're like, oh crap, what do we do? And we'll have the you know, the 17th wedding anniversary will be the puppy wedding anniversary, or come on. And they just, I actually swear blind that they just started making it up as they went along. Okay, so I think, what do we think is the better way? I think we're better off having an entrance on this side, like a zoo, and then I'll swap all of this up later for, you know, something a little bit more varied than just this block. Just want to try and get a feel for what we're going to get around the edge here. So that'll take us up and give us a base, and we can get a whole load of that in just for the time being. Hang on. And that will give us that. Of course, we may have to go and seriously do some shearing of some tents in a enemy encampment before we get much further. Right, and what should we do for the top? I am kind of thinking maybe take this all the way around here. Yeah, no. Yeah, anyway, I completely forgot what I was talking about then. You just reminded me. So because it was a candy wedding anniversary, what we actually did is, as I say, it's a very difficult one to, well, it's not difficult to buy for, it's very easy to buy for. You just buy chocolates and sweets and the likes. And in fact, I bought a small item of jewellery just as something that lasts. Stuck it in a sweetie jar with love art on it, and, you know, big old soppy romantic that I am. And filled it with a sweet. We have a sweet called Love Hearts in the UK. I don't know whether they have them anywhere else in the world, but they're basically they're for want of a better word, a candy with romantic messages on them. So that's what we kind of did for that. I'm just going to use this just to fill this hole in, just not fill the hole in, but mark off the sides here, and that was fine for the gifts and everything. That kind of works nicely. But what I wanted to do was to do something that's actually a bit more memorable than just, you know, buying things. So I found the details of a chocolatier's place in the in Nottingham, and we went out and we made our own chocolates for about 2 hours. Had like a 2-hour chocolating making class. Lettuce growth, not quite there. None of it's quite there yet. Okay, that's fine. So that's what we did. We went and made a whole load of chocolate and made 2 boxes of chocolates and a massive great slab of chocolate, and they are really nice as well. Lots of chocolate tasting. We learned about the different types of chocolate and how to spot different flavours. You know, it was just a good all-round day, and yeah, I think it was money well spent, and we had a very good thing. So see, ours taste absolutely wonderful. They're fizzy almost, but yeah, it was a good laugh. And then we went out and, you know, got back. Now the sun's been out in the UK, of course. You know, we've nothing would do, but we had to get the hot tub out in the garden, so that's all set up, and we had a little thing. But wax Valentine candy. Ugh. Right, so that's ugly as hell at the moment, but that's fine. Now what I want is, I want to get some of this stuff, clay wall, and I would like some other bits and pieces. Yeah, and then what else? Today I've put shelves up. That was fun. Got the old circular saw out. It's quite scary to think that people actually let me loose with power tools, but there you go. Wool. We'll have some of that. We need to make a windmill block, which is those. So we need wool and sticks. Oh, where are we going to find sticks? Wool and sticks. So if we were to go with, if we were to go with a 7x7, that's not going to be very big. I think we need to go to an 11x11, which is going to be a lot. It's going to be 110. You know, this is shocking. I should be able to do this in my head, but I'm terrible at maths. 121 blocks. Okay. Well, we're going to need more than that then. We're definitely going to need all the wool we've got in here, at least, and probably those as well. And we're going to need sticks, lots of sticks. Fortunately, I happen to know where we have lots of sticks, so that's kind of handy. So if I do that, that will give me 13. It gives us 26. 45. I can't believe I'm making all these. We are going to need more wool, definitely. 58. Out of sticks. No. Right, we're going to have to go and grab some sticks then. I'm tempted to go and raid that other thing in the swamp. Very tempted. Okay. Now there is a... Oh! There is a spawnable spot somewhere on our roof, apparently. Yep, too far. Interesting. I would not have assumed that there was a spawnable spot up there, but oh well, we'll live. Go get some stickies. Make us a few more of these. What did I say? It was 121. And we're not anywhere. Well, we're getting steadily there, but we're not very close. Hello, anybody? I think he's underground. Yeah, so yeah, they let me loose with a circular saw today, which is I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as very wise at the best of times to let me loose with something like a circular saw. Right, what we've got going on in here. So if I take those and those, that should be quite a lot of sticks, and then we can run around here and grab more sticks and pop those in, and grab some more sticks, and they can go in, and we can have more, more sticks. That'll do us. That tree farm is just too damned efficient. Right, so I think stick wise we're going to be fine. It's now the next problem is going to be wool wise, but we know where there's loads of wool. We can just take a couple of sets, some few sets of shears with us, and we'll be good. And it's early doors, only 9:12, 15, quarter past 9, 9:12. Yeah, 12 minutes past 9. So we've got plenty of time to be moving onwards. So we might be taking old Dobbin here out south and see what we can find down there to keep us busy. There we go. And that should give us some more of those, and then we can do that. Oh, they have to be white by the looks of things. Yep, they do. That's interesting. That I did not know. Take that away. Put that away, and put all of that away. We'll chuck that in there as well, and the cataplants and those. We've got food on us, so let's take a couple of things of that. We'll pop those in the bag. Everything else should be okay. Let's go and pay a visit to a bandit camp in the south, shall we? It can't be all building. Sometimes it can't. Sometimes we need fun and games, like killing bandits. Okay, Dobbin, let's go. Yep, he's an excitable little donkey, and he's got a whole set of backpacks ready to be used. So. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. It's always worth a try, though. You never know how the raw diction rid. Interesting. Can't cataplant. You can't cataplant yourself on when you're on a donkey. Today we learned. Donkeys is too heavy for cataplants. Alright, so let's head over here. How are we going to do this? So I really would like to avoid as much of these streams as is possible. I think we can probably, if we're clever about this. No, we can't. Alright. It's worth a try. Come on, Dobbin. Over that way. I should have brought a lead with me. I think I may have one, but come on. Push. Oh, man. So your streams, they may seem like a good idea, but they're not that good an idea when... Ha! When you get stuck. Right. Let's try that again. For the food, you mean? Oh God, now you're asking. I had to edit the loot because it was the Pam's Harvest Craft was in. Loot was in, which meant all of the food was getting put in there, which kind of made a bit of a mockery of the food situation. So obviously I didn't want to. Well, like, hey, who put that ravine there? And I'm trying to remember where we edited it out. Where is that bandit camp? Where am I? I'm here. Okay. Let's try and work our way around. Ow! No, no, no. Come on. Get up. There we go. No. There we go. I don't want to drown my donkey, really. I'll have to try and remember. It's it wasn't actually in the Ancient Warfare configs. I'm trying to think where it was. In the Hunger Tweaks configuration, if I recall correctly. Here we go. We got the bandit camp ahoy. Lots of peacocks, and I think this will do as a place to drop off this fella. And we'll get rid of those. Put that on the hot bar. Ready. And then let's go and let's go. Oh, hello. What are you? Have I marked that on? That's, oh, platinum. Absolutely useless. Hi, how you doing? What's that? Not feeling so good? Really? Yeah, they're definitely not doing so well, are they? Hello. I think it's in Hunger Tweaks. I'd have to double check in the oh, here he comes. And pow. There's another one over there I can see. Oh, damn it. Hello. Oh, you were lucky. Briefly. But only briefly. Alright. I can't even see what the time is. Sun is going down. I'm not worried about all those swords anyway, to be fair. So let's just see if we can use... Oh, yep, there we go. But I can't hit him. No. What about that fella there? He'll do. Yeah, we'll just wait for the sun to go down, thin it out. In fact, let me just stop that a second there. Let me go and have a quick peek at this while it's fresh in my mind. Minecraft config, hunger overhaul config. Is it that one? Let me have a look. But let me just see if I can't add a window capture. Add existing, create new. Okay, and we are going to go for that. Okay, now I don't know whether you can read that or not, but we'll come over here. So the element that you're looking for in here, if I remember rightly, is there is a bit about loot boxes, loot saturation, modify, get there eventually. There we go. So add harvest craft chest loot. So set that to false and it will turn it off. There we go, all sorted. And I can get rid of that. Yes, there we go. Right, back to the action. Yeah, it wasn't that much action, to be honest. But yeah, you got white. You see, there's quite a few white tents there, so they'll come in handy for definite. Oh, come on, I've got. Come on, you are just asking. Yes, long distance. And we'll get myself back over there. Right. So now what I want to do is I need to basically get up in that, don't I? Alright, you. Oh, hello. It feels a little dirty at times. It has to be said, using this bow, especially when they're just. Oh, hello. I see you, sir. Oh, you. Oh, sorry, sheep. Inadvertent sheep massacre there. And bang. Just a little dirty, not a lot. After all, you know, we did have to do this preparation to get to this point. Anybody want a piece of this action, huh? No? How about you, sir? And you? That it? We're done. Oh, there we go. There are some archers, I think, in here as well, but I don't know where they are. I think they're probably in. I don't know which tent they hide in. Intriguing. Where are they hiding? Do. I can't help but think that their battlements have kind of. Ow! I was going to say that they have helped me. He managed. Oh, hello. Oh, they run away. Right, let's get back to gloating before I was so rudely interrupted. That's never going to hit. And now he's gone inside. Okay, fine. Be like that then. I don't think there's anything desperately there I want. I mean, the irony is I've come here to loot them of wool. There's so much loot here to be had, and I want their wool. There you go. Okay, that did not go well for you, did it? Alright, start. As we mean to go on, I suppose, and just... Wow. You see, you can see why these would be lethal. There's just so many of them. You are literally just swarmed. Ah! And then you get these guys who can like 360 no scope you. Sorry. Very much like a skeleton. See, I knew there were archers about. I told you. Right. I've got one or two swords, which are utterly useless as well. That's all. The other thing you have to remember is, most of this loot for me is pointless. It has no purpose. Now what is... Ah, yeah, swines. Nope, nope, nope. Right. Ow! Yeah, that didn't go well for you, did it? Yeah, you don't want to take one of these on when you're under equipped. I'll say that much for free. I should really just empty my inventory of swords and bows, and what we need to do is have a little... he can't get at me. Right, so we can deal with this fella. We should be alright dealing with this fella, who always seems to spawn trapped in a chest. And then in here there should be this fella. And we'll have his gear because it's good. We'll put it away for the time being, but you know, there's lots of good stuff going on there, so that's all nice. That's emptied now. We've cleared that one. This is probably going to have that one fella stuck in his bed. Nobody in there. And I mean, the simple way of dealing with these things is be methodical about them and just go through and deal with each room as each tent as you come across them. Always stuck in his bed. That's his problem. His friends call him Bone Idol. Wow. Just have to go and prove me a lie, don't you? Well, I think we can safely say that this camp is clean. We probably need to eat. Oh, one left. Hello. Hi. Right, so now we just need to loot the place. Right, to do that I'm going to need to borrow a block of wood and make a button, and we'll open the door. Wonder what's going to be the easiest way of getting across here. We're going to need more wood than that, more dirt I should say. At least there's no bloody piranhas, that's always a bonus. Yeah, let's go with that. Right, where's me donkey? Anybody remember where I left my donkey? Over here, that's right. Come on, Dobbin. No, you got to. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Jump. I never got on. Of course, he's a donkey. He's not very good at jumping anyway. And I never did get on with the jump mechanics of osses in this. But you know, we can grab some of this. And so the red wool is utterly useless. We'll drop off the swords and the bows. And what should we take? Iron, saddle. Saddles take up too much space. Redstone we'll have, coal we'll have, string we'll have. And bones we'll have, I suppose, as well. Name tags I've got hundreds of. I suppose that's easy way to identify which ones, apart from the ones I'm going to strip down completely, of course, is to block them off. Right, so we've got you. We've got this lot going on, which means I can do this quickly. See, seeing as white is the only colour I want, I don't see any point in actually stripping the others. I can use that for things, but for what we need, we only need the white stuff. So, and I realise that sounded wrong, but yeah. But you know what I meant. Smite. Ooh, you spoil me, sir. Golden apple, string redstone. Looting 1, iron. Diamond hot armor, we'll have that, I suppose. And we will have that. And then it's just take the tent down. So yeah. So I don't know what everybody else's plans are for the next week. I'll tell you what mine is. Well, my plans for tomorrow are sort out several bloody eBay items. The only drawback with actually doing eBay is at some point you have to actually package up and sell the items you've just sold. It seems unfair. Right, that's that one done. I'm going to take the rest of these torches because we'll need those in a mo. I'm not going to bother with the golden nuggets because they really aren't worth the effort. I'll take the iron, as I say. There are certain things. Curse of binding, I don't think so, mate. I don't even know why I would want that. Another diamond horse armor. Yeah, no, not that bothered. Punch 1, yeah, could be worthwhile. And then another 10 to take down. So anyway, what else can we rattle about? Here I'm going to throw. This is a conversation I had at work actually. So serious stuff, not. We were sat there talking about work, and I was rattling on about Popeye. You know, as in Popeye the Sailor. And the issue I have with Popeye the Sailor is this. Popeye gets his strength from eating spinach, right? Oh, you stupid donkey. You know, that's the idea behind this cartoon, is you've got a guy who gets his strength from eating spinach, and of course, if you forget the obvious and slightly ulterior motive of trying to get kids to eat healthier, that was the basis of his gimmick. But I kind of realised, and I sat there thinking about this one day, and before Popeye eats his spinach, he'll, for example, get his can of spinach and he'll squeeze it and physically crush the can of spinach out of his, crush the spinach out of the spinach even. Come here, you, give me that. I want that. No, it's not going to give me that. Well, not without doing that. So he literally crushes the can, throws it, you know, forcibly into his mouth, and it occurred to me, he's actually pretty bloody strong before he has his spinach, because I couldn't crush a can of spinach, baked beans or any other packaged goods and forcibly propel the contents of said can into my mouth. That just wouldn't happen. So do we think that Popeye actually just has, is spinach a placebo for Popeye? Huh? See, this is the kind of things my mind works on when I'm not, if I don't keep myself busy, which is why I keep myself busy. Yeah. But that's another 2 stacks of that, and I don't know how many more, if any more, of these white ones we've got, but that doesn't matter. We've got loads and loads to be going at. This is why normal people should be grateful that us gamers actually have games to keep us off the street, because otherwise we'd start thinking of other things like that. Oh, with a skull, we'll have it. Don't mind if I do. I had no great secret desire to go and fight the Wither, but, you know, if we can, we should do at some point, I suppose. And anything that avoids me having to physically go into the Nether and deal with that is gratefully received. Right, you, let's have a look. I want to borrow in here. What have you got? You have got a, oh, hello, Silk Touch book. We'll have that. We'll definitely have your iron. We'll have your string and your, oh, I'm full on bones. That's fine. We can put that and that away. Put the bones away. And we can also put the Silk Touch and more of the armour away. We should grab the bookcases because obviously they're good, and we should grab that, and there's nothing in there. What's the best way of dealing? Let's take his door off. That marks him as searched. Hi Tom. Hang on. Right, important things. That can's empty. This can's not. So yeah, it just occurred to me, I think Popeye has lied to us all these years, and in reality he is just a strong man who has some kind of, you know, confidence issue which requires him to have a placebo before he can actually, you know, do his thing. Yeah. My wife has to live with this, you know. And as much, and she would tell you that to the she'd tell you the same thing. She'd say, you know, I have to put up with these. She has these conversations on the way to work in the morning. Well, I say she has these conversations on the way to work in the morning. I have these conversations on the way to work in the morning, and she has to listen. Okay, let's fill that one up there, and right, we're going to need another bag here. We'll get those put away, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, right, now we need to have a look at what do we want out of here. I'm not bothered about the armour. I've got loads of armour now. I don't even want that diamond horse armour, really. We will take the fire protection. We'll take that. We'll have the coal and the redstone. Those, and those, and those. Because they're worth... Curse of Binding book again. I don't know why it thinks I'd want all of these Curse of Binding books, but it does for some peculiar reason. Let's get those. What we got? No, I'm going to leave the buckets because I've got more buckets than I can throw a stick at. What would you? Sharpness. Well, definitely have that one. Bones and coal, and that will do. Okay, let's move on to the next. I need to just borrow a few things to block off as we go. As I say, we're not going to bother with the toilets. I'm not really that interested in raiding the loos right now. That's fine. That's fine. Have those. Oh, bones. Bones and string. Coal. And coal. And yeah, move on. Oh, another wither skull. Handy. I say handy, I realise that means I am actually going to have to fight the wither at some point, which may not be so handy. Sharpness. Because I'm probably going to die. Optimistic, that's me, you see. What we got? Spikes. Cool. Yeah, that'll do us. Whoops. Right, let me get this one going. We need sleep. Pardon me. So I've been a little bit naughty this weekend because I did promise myself that I was going to be good and not have any extra beer than just on the Saturday when I went out for the anniversary meal, and I've let myself down on that one already. But it's been a hot day and it's been busy. More books, another cauldron, and another door. Right, what else we got? More of these villager huts around on this side. Oh, and you got that one. Yeah, that's right. He's a efficiency, redstone. Yep. I realise that I probably should take the gunpowder, but I really can't be bothered. I don't use TNT a great deal, and in all honesty, in my experience, I tend to not use it particularly well either. So, looting. Is there anything more satisfying than just going around looting in Minecraft? I don't know. It's a very, very rewarding feeling. Grabbing the bits you want, taking and then leaving the rest that you don't want, and you know, so on and so forth. Grab that, take you, get rid of you. Okay, so we've got this big one in the middle, and then we're back into the tents. Very rarely, and that's, I don't, But then again, a vanilla fight with a wither is usually a very different experience all round. The wither has more of the advantages, I think. Gimme. Rarely. I normally, as I say, my watchword for most of these kind of things is preparation. If you prepare for anything, you know, it's very rare that the Minecraft will get you. It will do, obviously, but it's rare. And that's the point, I think. Right, let's get you. Let's go and have a look in this one. I only want the string out of that, don't I? Yeah. Bones and string. Bit of string. Golden apple string redstone. Iron, yeah, that'll do. Have I got any blocks? I haven't. Still need some more. We use that there. Right, that's that area done. Next one is the main command tent, which has got lots and lots of goodies in it. So we'll definitely need to raid this one thoroughly. I've certainly played in games where the objective has been to get to the wither faster than you would normally. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of the rest of that. Are you what? Hello. We'll have that. Because it'd be wrong not to. And if I can't go with the wither fights, if I can't get them in such a way that I'm not, the advantage isn't in me in terms of equipment or whatever, I will try and make the advantage based on the environment. So, you know, use various. I've used I've used the tricks that what we got there. Mining is known. I don't really need that one then. Okay. Know that one. We know that one. Seafaring. We know that one. And we know that one. The crew? Which crew? I know not which crew you speak of. I do not put that in there. I need that. And we can get you to you. There you go. Right. We're getting close to having looted all of this. Infinity. Oh, hello. I like a nice infinity. It's not much use to me on this because it's a Tinker's Construct bow. But that's beside the point. It's still nice to get a good book. You mean geolysis? Well, this has got geolysis. I actually must admit I do quite like geolysis as a thing. It's got an advantage for me, and the big advantage for geolysis, the thing that makes it really shine out over and above punch. Okay. Oh man, here we go. We've got Fortune 3. I'm going to have to go and find my bloody ass in a moment, aren't I? Don't want that in there. Yeah, the big advantage of geolysis is they're usually about somewhere. I've never got you confused with anybody, Neil. Sorry, I'll behave myself. Oh, maybe I won't. I don't know. Right, let's just put all of this away. And a fishy... Oh. Right, I need to find my donkey. No, hang on, and block this off. Excuse me, sir, have you seen my ass? Right, we need to find the donkey. Where the hell is that donkey got to? Here he is. Right. We'll take 2 of those out. We'll put 2 of those back. And then we can get on and just finish off looting these last couple of things. Indeed. There's only a few tents left, I think. There's this one, which again is iron, bones and golden apple. Almost there. Dud. And then I think this is the last block. It is. I don't need to worry about blocking off these entrances then, so I know where I've been. Fire protection 3. Don't mind if I do. Anyway. Yes, the advantage. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did start saying there's an advantage, didn't I? You see, this is that I can get so distracted so easily and just drift off into a little world of my own. The big advantage to geolysis is that when you find a big pile of ore, you found a big pile of ore. It's not like you have to go. If you think you're typical when you go mining in Minecraft. You'll go mining and it's oh, here's a bit of iron and then there's a little bit of copper, maybe if you're modded, obviously, and all of these things take a certain amount of time. Did that work? That didn't work, did it? You're not pillaging a place if you don't burn it down. So when you start playing a pack with geolysis, oh dear, come here, give me that back. Oh no, come on, there we go. Ha! We're off. Burn it all down. So yeah, when you're mining in normal vanilla Minecraft, oh crap. Did that work? It did. You go out, you start mining, you find a little bit of iron. When you find iron in geolysis, you find a metric crap ton of iron. And consequently, we can get these going, will be good. I suppose I should probably sleep as well. When you've found some ore, you've found a lot of it, but when it takes a little bit hard, it's harder to find it in the first instance, but in the long run it's actually much easier to... oh damn you. It's much easier to... oh crap. Oh well, you know what, I can throw one on the ground, can't I? That will do the trick. Right. Did I? I did do that, didn't I? Yeah. Yep, we're pillaging like good uns. Right, I need to just throw a few more bits and... Oh, really? That the best you managed? I feel a bit cheated here with some of these fires. But there you go. Well, some of them have burnt really well, look. There you go. Right, let's just try that on for size. Probably, but who cares? It's, I'm not going for historical accuracy. I'm going for. I'm just going for the fun of burning the place down to the ground, which really isn't going that and working that well. There's a few of them burning reasonably well, but the tent has not burnt with the same vigour that I would have hoped. There's a few of the buildings over there. Now, anyway, we got what we wanted, which was the wool. So let's go. We'll leave this place to the villagers. We'll of course leave the door securely open so they can deal with the next zombie horde that comes along. And I'm going to head. I think while we're out this way, it would seem. Can I? No, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get off. It would seem wrong not to maybe try and take advantage of. Where are we? We're here. Maybe just try and expand our knowledge of the area down here, because you know it's been a while since we've been this way. No, the villagers won't despawn. They're just Minecraft villagers. They're bog standard ones. They'll get ate if the chunks are loaded, but they'll still be there when we go back. Otherwise, yeah, Galana. This was where we had the... Yeah, that's where we went and got the kimberlite from last time. Where are we now then? So I think we should... I think we're duty bound to try and expand our knowledge while we're out and about, and then we'll head back and try and maybe get this... if we don't get the... windmill built today, we've made a big step in the way of getting all of the materials to build it. Yeah. So yeah, geolysis has got the advantage that when you find some resources, you find several stacks of copper. You don't find a couple of pieces of copper. You find 10 stacks of copper. Hi Pops, how's it going? And that's why I'm kind of in a way liking it. What have we got here? What are you? Bauxite. Okay, well, better market. Bauxite. And that looks like coal to me. And again, I'm not worrying about the colours. You can be as anal as you like about doing the colours if you want to be, but for me, just get them marked on the map. And so I just want to know where this lot goes before I turn around and head back home. Whoa, careful dobbin. I mean, that's why you would have a donkey, of course. The donkey is so much more sure-footed. Okay, and we'll head this way. So what are we getting out here? Oh, hello, there's another one of those sunken villages down there. Won't really have anything worthwhile in it. Maybe a little bit of iron or something in the blacksmith chest, but almost certainly not worth the effort of trying to get down there. Yeah, Genesis is it has its ups and its downs. You know, if you cannot find an ore that you want, then it can be absolutely infuriating. Whereas in vanilla, obviously, you know, you just mine a little bit further and eventually you'll find that it oh, what's that, azurite? Yeah. But it can be infuriating if you needed kimberlite, for example, you know, well, the rare one. I mean, I was really lucky that I found kimberlite when I did, really early on. But if you needed that, then you were stuffed. If things, whereas of course, you know, vanilla Minecraft mechanics allow you to go and quite easily find diamonds, because you basically mine down to Y12. And then branch mine, and you know, it works every time. There is no major issue with it. You don't need specific biomes. You just, you know, you go branch mine at Y12 and you'll find them. It might take you a while, but you will eventually find them. With this, you're a little bit more screwed if you don't find it. I don't even know what I would use lead for in this pack, so I'm not going to get excited about lead, other than as a tool part. Right, let's go and try and head back. That's the fun bit. Now there's a question about whether I would put it. It's like all of these mods. It's the question is, because I like a mod, should I therefore put it into every single pack that I do? And we've seen what happens when people do that. You end up with these kitchen sink packs. You end up with the packs that have got all of the usual suspect mods in it, and no one ever uses any of the items from the other mods, because the ones in the mods that they know are so much better and they know them already, and yada yada yada. And I don't think I need to go on that particular tirade again. I've done it enough times. But, oh, come on, you're not going to be, because you're a crap jumper, aren't you? So we need to find a climb. But without that, if you were just, if you kind of go, all right, you're not going to have, well, I mean, to go back, let's go back to, in this, no, there's the nearest thing we have to any form of tech is the, Ancient Warfare. Quite deliberately, really. Okay. I need to get myself back. What's going to be the easiest way? Probably down. And then, oh, hello. Are you? Any of you right? I have got bones on me, haven't I? Yep. Don't need a lot. That's not going to help me. Can't craft when you're in a donkey's seat, apparently. And we'll grab. Ooh, okay, we've got a jungle sapling. That's good. All right, so that should go with that lot in there, and we can carry on our way. Ooh, carefully. Oh, hello, hang on. I think I recognise that particular plant as well. Vanilla bean. Right, we want to do the same again. Just get a whole load of those, and that. Okay, sleep. Sleepy sleep. Now Sevtech, of course, would have had immersive as a later thing. We're kind of stopping at a relatively. Dob in, don't walk off. He knows I hate you when you do that. Yeah, Sevtech would have that kind of built in because it's part of the progression. You know, that you would start off with these low techs, and we're probably kind of taking the to a point of a Sevtech age and then stopping. That's kind of where we are in the. Sorry, I saw that cobweb and starfruit. We need to do again, don't we? Alright, let's just do that. Grab a whole load of these. And that. Starfruit and those. So that's three fruits that we best place to find them, of course, is the swamp. Don't know why actually that is. Why the swamps are. Let's not get onto there. Are particularly good for finding fruit trees. I've never really thought about it in any degree of seriousness, but you know, you've got another one here. What we got? Date palm again, so we might as well. This is if we ever want to do an orchard, then we'll need this lot. So yeah, it was an interesting one. Didn't really make a great deal of sense, but it. Where's that bloody donkey gone? Oi! Damn it. Almonds. Right, that one's empty. That's got plenty of bone in it. Okay. Suppose we should while we're out. Just on the basis that although if we didn't, we'd regret it. I always do. If you don't, I find that, you know, you go out with this lot in mind, and it is so easy to miss out on a few bits and pieces. Right, where are we? What I actually want to do is get back home without getting distracted by any more fruit trees, which of course we just found a fig tree. I am not touching the fig tree. I don't like figs. So damned if I'm going to grow them. Okay, let's try and get back home. Now I've got myself out of that jungle, so swamp even. Alright, let me get that and that out of the way. They're huge almonds. They're almonds as big as your head. But I'm never guaranteed you factual sized accuracy. Hello. I see you down there, Mr. Wolfs. Yeah. What she did guarantee you is almonds and cobweb trees. Don't we have? So anyway, what else? So I suppose the first thing has got to be, if anybody has any suggestions at all for packs to put on the server while we're between packs. I mean, I can keep updating this, but if no one's playing it, there's very little point to Pam's apple tree. That would have been perfect. I'm not stopping for it. I want to... Oh, okay. Wow, that was actually faster back than I thought it was going to be. Then let me know. Just send us a comment or messaging on YouTube, whatever works. Twitter, YouTube, you name it. Uncle Tom Cobley and all. Yeah, Enigmatica too. And yeah, we'll see what we do with that. But oh, come on. I mean, he's a good boy. He's a good boy and all, the old Dobbin, but it's a bit hard work sometimes. Come on. See, there you go, and in we go, and we need that, and we can get off and lock him in, and all good and done. Coop Life 2. Interesting. See, I'm not actually certain whether Coop Life 2 makes sense to me. Because Coop Life was a gimmick. Coop Life was the entire gimmick of Coop Life was that was it Vagrant, I think, wasn't it? Had basically done all of this work in one of the episodes of one of the seasons of Forgecraft as a chicken, and so that was kind of the joke. Which, was in itself kind of funny, but I'm not 100% certain it lends itself to a sequel of the joke. I could be wrong. I've certainly been wrong on many occasions, so it wouldn't be the first time. And let me put you away. What have we got in here? That's all food now in that one. That and that all, and the dates all want to go in there along with those, and that and that. What else we got? Date, I think all of that bar. Yeah, let's just do that. We can put all of you away in there as well as those and that. Oh, now that would have worked better for me if it had been pigs. Just and if you're not getting that reference, then yeah, I'm definitely showing my age, but that is a Muppet reference. Let me get all of the stuff out here that needs to be put away. And we need all of that out of there. That needs to go in there along with more of that and stuff. That comes out. That Jesus, look at the loot you get from these things is actually pretty obscene if you just stop and look at it for 5 seconds. You can't. Oh, hang on. I wanted those. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm not that bothered. We got the notch apples, so that's all good. And then that goes back in there, and all of the food can go back up into that. Go and put that away. Yeah, but am I a man or am I a Muppet? Because if I'm a man, if I'm a Muppet, I'm a very manly Muppet. I can't believe that I'm letting you know that I actually know the words to that song. That's bad enough. But if I'm a Muppet, then I'm a Muppet of a man. Okay. Here's where we're hitting issues. We've got far more food than we'll ever be able to use. They're all now empty. So we can go and put them things. Muppets in space. I mean, pigs in space would be brilliant. Chickens in space will be quite cool. Alright, and we can put those back on. Lovely. Thank you, Dobbin, for your faithful service. Let me have a drink of beer. And we can get on with our windmill blade. Right, what we were doing, we were making a windmill blade, and I needed 121, wasn't it? So that will be 64 less 7. 64, so 57 I think we need on that side. $46. Oh crap, we're out of sticks now. I mean, we're not out of sticks, we're just, you know, out of sticks. Right, so that's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's going to be less 1 actually, so I probably made 1 too many. It's possible. Anything's possible. Windmill controller. We need to make you. Can we make some of those? We can. 1, 2. That will then go, and we're missing logs, planks even. Let's get some planks. Right. Oh, and let's take. Let's sleep. That's a good idea. It's always a good idea to have a snooze. Now, this is going to be a very unique reference, and I would not be surprised if only a very small handful of you got this reference. But who remembers Captain Kremen? As I say, I'll be very impressed if anybody remembers Captain Kremen, to be honest. But I started catching up, and I stumbled across somebody had uploaded a copy of one of Kenny Everett's shows, and then I went and I just had to go and watch Captain Kremen again, just because it's like things. But yeah, well, okay, yeah, but I'm guessing you would know, Terry. I think you've definitely got a generational thing with me going on here, so that's a definite. Right, so if I want to do the, see, I want the actual windmill facing, the actual blades facing over this way, I think. And I think we are going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And I said 11 by 11, didn't I? So that's going to be 5 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that should. So we should go from there to there. Yeah, definitely 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then miss 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We probably should just put a block of dirt or something down here, just so I've got a means of getting down to that bit. But then we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 1 left over, which is what I predicted, because of course the middle bit needs to be this controller here. Which, if we are clever, we should be able to get away. Now, does that go in the middle, or did that go... I've got a sneaking suspicion that I got a sneaking suspicion you did this. Aha! Oops. That is a problem, of course. So that obviously gives us a very odd looking structure. There! We've got the old thing going on there. Now like you say, the controller wants to go. Wow, that is a lot of resource for a very small blade. I was hoping, you'd think that he could at least. I suppose it's as big as that, but yeah, the controller goes in there, doesn't it? Like so. Now, the question, that controller will actually be in the block, so that's fine. So what we need now is, or actually what we need during the next episode, is to actually build a structure that goes around that blade, and the world will be good and happy, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's taken a while, a bit of effort, but from the point of view of growing up and having a windmill around the farm, then I think that works. What we've got here, we should have some mature lettuces of varying. No, just those. Alright. Oh, we got 8 though. That's better than a kick in the face. Oops. And yeah, crops are growing there. Not so much here actually, which is, mind you, I've not been in the area for ages, so things. But yeah, I think next on the that'll do us for the stream. We've got a levitating windmill, which is always good. And I think until next time, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.